It's day 2 in the pretrial hearing for MNPD decommissioned officer Andrew Delke. Delke faces a first-degree murder charge for shooting Daniel Hambrick in the back in 2018. That was after a foot chase. Carice Jackman spent the day in the courtroom all day and tells us more on what exactly happened.
Andrew Delke's trial isn't scheduled until next month, but already there's so much going on in the pretrial hearing. On day 2 of Andrew Delke's pretrial hearing, defense attorneys brought up pictures, video, and evidence that they want to use in the upcoming trial. Prosecutors then cross-examined the evidence presented and the witnesses. The defense mentioned Daniel Hambrick was in a white car with 2 people who went back to the car and took things out after the shooting occurred. When the defense called up Special Agent Kennard from the TBI, they questioned him on what they kept referring to as the void area. Places where there were no cameras operating to capture a portion of the chase between Hambrick and Delke. The defense argued that the TBI could have done more to pursue more camera footage, but they did not.
That the void was critical in your analysis of the case. You knew that within 2 days of this.
Sure.
If you knew that the void was critical, that's the interaction between Sir Delke and Mr. Hambrick, and there was any camera that was anywhere near pointing to that, you would have acquired it. Isn't that true?
If I knew that that camera angle was there on 27, camera 3, and I knew that it was pointing towards the void, and I had that knowledge, I would have gotten it.
During cross-examination, the prosecution argued that the defense's argument is irrelevant.
Is there any reason that if your goal was to track everywhere that Mr. Davis went, that you would have seen video of what he was doing at the time that you wanted to find where he was and said, I don't want that camera angle?
There would be no reason for me to say I don't want that camera.
During the pretrial hearing, it became too much sometimes for Daniel Hambrick's mother. She stepped out twice, overcome with emotion. We caught up with Sam Hambrick, Daniel Hambrick's cousin, after today's pretrial hearing to ask him about what he heard today.
Sir, do you think it's relevant, the back and forth between what camera was working, what wasn't?
We got one camera and that the world see, and that's the one with Officer Andrew Delke gunning down Daniel Hambrick. That's the only camera we need.
We asked both the prosecution and the defense for comment, but they said they cannot comment at this time because of the pending trial. Now, the next pretrial hearing will take place June 15th at 9 a.m. I'm Carice Jackman, News 4 Nashville.